Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Welcome to the Having It All podcast, the show about what it takes to live an abundant, loving life. My name is Matthew Bivens, and each week I'm helping you get out of your head so that you can truly have it all. Let's do it. What's going on, my awesome friend? Welcome to the podcast. I'm Matthew Bivens, and I am very, very grateful that you chose this show as a way to make a deposit into yourself today, because that's what you're doing every time you tune into Having It All. You're making a deposit into your love tank, and that means you can go out and pour that love and pour that abundance on your family, your friends, your community. So I'm just grateful that you're here tuning in. We've got something fun for you this week. We're going to be doing 5 days of Having It All. So from Monday through Friday, I'm bringing you a new episode, and we're going to be covering all sorts of cool things. We're actually going to be doing a few new things. So I'm going to talk to you about intentions and goal setting, because we're about to march into the second quarter of the year, and maybe you haven't been feeling super stoked about your goal achievements thus far. And if that's you, that's cool, because I'm going to help you bust through that so that you can actually feel great about what you're accomplishing as the year moves on. We're also going to be doing something brand new, and that's a meditation. So with all the coronavirus stuff, it's been so hard to just feel grounded and peaceful. And so I've partnered with a truly incredible woman, and I'm actually going to bring you one of her awesome meditations that are really going to help you to get back into your power right now. So that's going to be awesome. I'm also going to have an episode where we just reflect on some truly empowering and loving stories that might just help restore a little bit of hope in humanity. If you've been feeling like, man, the world is just going, it's just going down right now because all the craziness happening, well, then you want to tune in to these stories, because there really is some beautiful things happening out there, and I want to highlight some of them for you. And then I'm doing something really, really fun in the end of the week. I'm going to teach you all how to turn your idea into a podcast. Yeah. Because you might find yourself with a lot of free time right now, or maybe you just are really feeling like this is the time to get my voice out there, right? Because each and every one of you has something to share and has something to say. And so I'm going to be helping you do that on Friday. But first, for today, I'm coming at you with something a little bit different. I'm going to be sharing an episode of another podcast where they talked about something I think that you would really, really dig, and I'm bringing that conversation onto Having It All. So the other podcast is called Sex, Money, and Real Estate, and it's hosted by two incredible friends of mine, Bill and Nancy Jamison. Now, the Jamisons have been married for 20 years. They've been together for 23 years, married for 20. They've got 2 awesome kids. They are every definition or everything you can think about when you think of the word power couple, that's them. They are top real estate agents in Atlanta. They've been running multiple businesses with each other and just crushing it. And on their podcast, Sex, Money, and Real Estate, they have an episode all about really awesome date night ideas. And it's not just date night ideas for couples. These are ideas whether you're single, in a relationship, or you want to do a date night with your family. And so I wanted to bring this to you because right now you might find yourself with a lot of time. And maybe as this whole, stay-at-home thing keeps on dragging on, you're like, your whole date night routine has been just thrown out the window, basically. And so it really is important that you are creating the time, being intentional on dating yourself, on dating your partner, and on dating your family. And so Bill and Nancy, what they did is they actually surveyed a whole bunch of people and came up with all of these different ideas for date nights. And so I'm bringing you their conversation. And, the reason why because I haven't really done this before, like bringing another conversation onto the podcast. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because, first of all, I know Bill and Nancy very, very well. They've both been guests on my show early on. And the two of them have gone through it. They've really gone through in their 23 years of being together. They've gone through bankruptcy. They've almost gotten divorced several times. They've gone through completely redefining their marriage and what it looks like to be together. They've gone through evolving out of codependency, and that is just can be so incredibly messy and emotional. They've gone through having kids and raising, two boys, which, hey, parents, you get it. It's tough raising kids, right? It can be tough at times. They've gone through so many things, and what I really love about them is that they are raw. There's no sugarcoating in their conversations. The first episode of their podcast is all about orgasmic meditation, so they keep it raw. They also keep it real. They live super busy lives, being parents, multiple business owners, all this stuff. They live really busy lives. So everything that they do is practical, and it has to make sense in the real world. There really isn't room in their lives for just feel-good fluff that isn't effective. And so I appreciate that. And Bill and Nancy are also very grounded. They've got a really amazing sense of humor. They're just funny people. They have a beautiful connection between the two of them. And they're honest. They're honest about, their faults and their flaws. They're honest when they're just having a tough time in life or in their relationship, in marriage, and all that stuff. And so they just keep it real, and I love that. That's what Having It All is about. It's about being raw, honest, vulnerable. And so please go check out the Sex, Money, and Real Estate podcast. It's on Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere that you get your podcasts, you can find out their show, Sex, Money, and Real Estate. Again, these guys are just rocking it in life, and you're going to get so many great insights and conversations and new perspectives by listening to Bill and Nancy Jamison. So go check them out. Okay, so quick reminder that tomorrow I'm going to be breaking down goal setting. We're ending March, moving into April. So tomorrow I'm talking to you about making goals, writing down goals, breaking through those fears and those obstacles that you have around goals, and really helping you to show up powerfully with goals and intentions for the rest of the year. So don't miss tomorrow's episode.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
All right. With that, let's jump into today's conversation, the ultimate stay-at-home dating ideas for singles, couples, and families.
Baby,
Yes.
what's this episode about today?
I don't remember.
You don't?
No.
You love dating yourself, don't you? I know you love dating
I
me.
told you
can
to stop
tell.
telling everybody my secrets.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, we really feel like today's episode is poignant.
Yes, it really is.
So it is all about dating. It is dating yourself, dating your loved one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Your
we even
partners.
have a couple things in here for dating your family.
Mm-hmm.
It's it could be tough to entertain and stay engaged and stay happy.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Well, especially since everybody's home now too. I mean, it's really important to keep that to keep that focus on
Mhm.
creating, or not even create. Well, yeah, I mean, it's creating the space, but it's staying true to that intimate space and that carved out time, that intimate time, whether it's for yourself or for family or for the partnership. So,
Right. And, we talked about in an episode or two ago about, sticking to the routine as much as you can. And on the other side of it, want it to be balanced as well. I don't want you to be in such a routine that you're in a rut, as your grandmother used to say, where you're getting bored or feeling stifled or whatever. So just some ideas while you're around the house and with your family and with yourself, where, you can hopefully find some excitement and some happiness and, continue to create that sustainable joy,
Yes. Lots of energy around it. And again, it's really important. It's very important. So over the last couple of days, we surveyed 43 people and came up with a compiled checklist of the best and most creative in-home dates. So it was a super fun exercise to go through and reach out to our tribe.
And everybody's so clever,
And yeah, they really came through. So we've added a bunch of our stuff in there as well. And again, so it's really clever. But before we get to that list, we wanted to give you some steps, some ground rules that really create that lusciousness, that intensity, that deliciousness, that
juicy space,
that intimate, juicy space. That really allows you to move the needle and create this big, fat, abundant emotional deposit in yourself. And if you're with your partner, then in your partner, or if you're with a group of friends, then it's emotionally depositing in your friends, because you could be in a roommate situation too, or if you're with your family.
True.
So
cool. So step one is definitely to set the date, the time, right? And if you have something already in place, keep it. And if you don't, set that time in place so that you can, set that intention that, everybody has got their eye on the prize, so to speak.
Yep. So if it's Thursday, if your date night, you decide that your date night is Thursday night, then guess what you get to keep? So you get to practice over the next couple of weeks that we're still inside and really practicing the new social requests. And then when we get to the other side of this, you're going to be so well repped in having a consistent Thursday night date that it's going to be so much easier for you to keep that Thursday night date. Again, whether it's with yourself, your partner, or your family. And so for me and Bill, our dedicated date night time is Saturday. And it's to the point where, we've been doing it for a while. So the boys are like, hey, where are you guys going on your date night?
You guys
Bye.
leaving the house?
Yeah,
right.
You leaving the house?
Yeah.
And even though we've been at home for the last couple of weeks, we've been doing the date night. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So here's some, I guess we'll get to, I'm jumping ahead. I'm so excited.
I can tell. That's awesome. So step two. So that's step one. We have 3 steps here. It's a simple 3-step process.
1, 2, 3.
Step 2, set the environment as appropriate. So if it's, if it could be yourself or others, light the candles or the incense or both. Put up, the music, soft blankets, pillows, get ready with some drinks and snacks. Be intentional. If it's a couple's date, make sure the kids are in bed, or at the very least sequestered.
Yeah, sequestered.
And they understand there's no interruption, unless of course the house is on fire. But other than that,
and that may be easier with older kids, or we're super young kids. Clearly, I can see like those cutie pie little 3-year-olds going, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, but that, you put them to bed, and then you do the date afterwards.
Right. Which may mean that you actually have a later night date.
True.
Or
True.
On the flip side, you may have an early morning date. So you may be getting up really early in the morning to accomplish your couple's date, or you may be staying up a little bit later. And yet the perfectness of all of that is that you can take a nap during the day because you're home now.
Oh, you mean I need an excuse to take a nap? Come on.
Well, but what I'm saying is that it's going to be much easier to set aside that late night time or that early time than maybe it was before, because we have the whole, the whole driving to work and whatnot.
Right. We have a lot more time on our hands right now, for sure.
It's amazing.
Yep, for sure. Cool. Step number 3 is anchor the environment with spoken and it could be and written intentions as well. Be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, write down or speak into existence what you're looking to experience. You know, is there anything you want to heal? What's the emotion that you would like to create so that you both are on the same page?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this applies to the self date, a couple's date, or a family date.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
You know, so an example might be like for myself, might be to I don't know, like to create the intention to set the time aside for me being important, me being loving and nourishing to myself, and reminding myself that I am perfect, whole, and complete.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
So another intention might be, it's my intention to create a sexy and fun date that's healing, with empowering self-talk. You know, you want to disperse any fear, of fear conversation, maybe a night that's gonna be free of the virus discussion, and a night
that's beautiful.
Yeah, and a night that ends in beautiful connected lovemaking.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could sign me up for that.
Heard. Yes. But yeah, and I love that. You know, there's so much conversation around, you know, world events right now. To have a night that doesn't have any conversation around world events would be amazing for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.
And then I guess just to touch on family too is the family intention. Like allow each member of the family to set an intention or talk about an emotion that they want to create, that it's fun, exciting, present. You know, if it were Lucas telling us, he would say, put your phones down.
True.
You know, give me your phones. Your phones are on lockdown. We're doing a social cleanse. Okay, fine, kiddo. You know, so it's important that they're included in the family intention as well.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I love it.
Yep.
Cool. Now it looks like you may have created a few sexy dating ideas.
Yes, I wanted to put these first. The
sexy
sexy, yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
First things first. 7
Right.
habits. Okay, gotcha. Begin with the end in mind.
All right. So, I mean, I was just thinking about rolling through these, and if they wanted to make a list, then, you know, peeps can make a list, and I'm sure we'll get questions or emails or whatever if
And
somebody
we can put a
wants
few
to.
of these in the show notes too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, awesome. So, sexy date number 1. Serenade your loved one with a musical instrument. So, think of piano, guitar, harmonica. I mean, anything, any of those musical folks out there. Like Bill plays the saxophone. So,
And the kazoo.
Oh my God, you can keep the kazoo for your self date. I don't want to hear the kazoo. That's hilarious. So, back to what I was saying. Serenade on a musical instrument while your partner lays naked on the couch listening. And of course, whomever is playing the instrument could be naked too.
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
I love it. Okay, awesome. I love this one. Hide and seek.
What are we hiding?
Like you could play. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you mean like really like hide and seek?
Yes, like really hide and seek.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I like that.
Obviously, I mean, I think this one's kind of like an obvious one, but I wanted to add it in here too. So a strip tease, lap dance, or a pole dance.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Mm-hmm. And along those lines, dress up in sexy costumes.
Yes.
Or role play, of course.
Yep.
Strip poker, clearly.
Yes.
I mean, that's a great one. I'm going to smoke your ass. Explore a tantric lovemaking session. There's plenty of YouTube videos about
There
that.
are a lot of videos on that, and we've done those before, you know, and it's really even if you are on YouTube following along, may not sound the sexiest thing ever. It's actually pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some great date nights, you know, following the tantric examples, and you know, turned on and tuned in, and it was great. It was really great. So recommended.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. A photo shoot, like where it may be a naked photo shoot, or it could be
the costumes,
lingerie,
or the strip tease,
right?
or
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, lingerie. It could be a photo shoot.
I think another date night could be processing the photos.
Oh my goodness! You could turn the photo shoot into a video, or you could make a video. That's super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Buy sex toys.
Yes.
Get online and like hang out naked on the bed and like look at different sex toys, and you each pick one out for the other one.
Oh, that was
You like that little twist? I know. I don't tell you everything.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yes.
Love it.
I love this one too. Turn your bedroom into a fancy hotel room.
Yes,
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Different sheets or drapes or candles or whatever. I mean, that's
Yeah,
really cool.
change
The lighting
around, or put scarves over the lights or something just to change the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
What else could you do?
Yep.
I'm looking around my room right now. I'm not sure, but I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah. Change you can move the position of the bed.
True.
Or something like that. That'd totally change the energy of the room. Absolutely.
Nice.
What else?
You got? Oh, full body massage.
Yeah, full body massage.
And you could do. You could include the lingam or the yoni
Mm-hmm.
massage in there too.
Yeah, a lingam is a penis massage, which is much different than a hand job. It's literally like a lingam massage, where it's very, very intentional and beautiful and specific. So I would encourage you to. There's this really great video on YouTube about that. Kim Anami. At Kim Anami on Instagram, if you want to follow her. She has a great video.
Nice. And the same thing would be the yoni, which would be a vaginal massage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is, again, very not just it's very intentional, and it's a massage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massage.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
Nice. And then
this is my favorite.
What is this? 3-hour sex date.
Yes.
Bringing in new positions, lingerie, oils, feathers, fruit, chocolate,
etc. Yes, where you literally pocket bracket 3 hours. 3 hours.
That's fantastic.
I know. I mean, we used to do this one a little bit more when the kids were in school, and it was during the day. But it was it was this extraordinary 3 hour bracket where everything was on do not disturb except me and Mr. J.
Yeah, it was great. And that 3 hours would be like, I could see, well, in my experience for myself was I would think, as we're getting into it, I would think that, man, 3 hours seems like a really long time to have a sexy date, and it was really the opposite, because once we got into it, the 3 hours is like, it ticked by like in a blink of an eye.
You're like, oh my gosh, we're done already?
Yeah, exactly. Not that we were timing it. I'm just saying the time really, once you're intentional and you know what you're playing for, it does tick by pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. And there's all different things that you can do inside of that 3 hour time block. But, I mean, you guys know we time block real estate. We time block lead gen. We time block kids time. We time block exercise time. So yes, we time block sex time.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. That's what I have for sexy dates. Do you have anything else?
I'm feeling that like that's a pretty complete list right now.
Yes.
As we're typing up the show notes, if anything else comes to mind, we'll definitely add them in for sure.
Cool.
And then let's talk about like just straight up at home dates for couples and singles. Because dating yourself
is very important.
Yeah, it is. And just because you may be home by yourself and or an apartment and hanging out doesn't mean that you shouldn't still take care of yourself. That whole self-care thing is very important.
And likewise, if you're in a relationship or a partnership, to take time for yourself and date yourself, even though you're in a relationship or even though you have kids, is equally as important. I mean, to maintain that sense of self and maintain that sense of distance and to allow everybody some space and
you time.
Yeah, you time. It's so important. It's so important. So these fall under the category of really couples or self date or family date. I mean, we have like our own specific little family date bonus material at the end here, but so you think about it from all of those different angles.
Cool. So we won't take too much time unless, something really resonates where you just want to.
Okay.
So first we had do like a foreign culture themed dinner with decorations to match, tablecloth, background music, flowers, paintings, pictures, all that kind of stuff. Really paint the picture of, if you're going to be Parisian, then be Parisian. Go all in.
Italian, Greece. Like all kinds of stuff. There's really beautiful things.
There's still
a great idea.
At least here in Georgia, there's still enough restaurants open that if you're not cooking all that food, you could go pick it up. You can still do a lot of carry out here.
Yep.
So
yep.
How about it? How about an in-home dance party?
Oh yeah, baby.
That could be family too. But we had it down under couples or single. DJ Nice, right? D Nice
Yep. At D Nice on Instagram.
is he's spinning for the planet right now.
Mm-hmm.
He has been picked up by everybody. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And we know we have several friends right now that are having a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And then he also has the homeschool playlist, which I think is hilarious.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, on Spotify, homeschool playlist. Just look at
That's
it. Yeah.
Hysterical.
Yeah. DJ Nice at D Nice on
Nice.
Instagram.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I love this one. Paint the same picture together
Mm-hmm.
with or color with crayons.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've held a crayon in a while.
Whatever.
Build a puzzle, of course, and played board games. I really like this one. Complete the 5 love language quiz.
Mm-hmm. And share the results.
Oh, and share the results.
Yeah. Like
With-
share it.
with everybody,
Yeah.
right? Friends, coworkers, and encourage them to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 5 love language quiz is amazing. It's universal, and it'll give you, if you haven't done it before or don't know of it, it'll give you a lot of insight into yourself and your love language and how you like to receive and to give love.
Mm-hmm.
Totally beautiful.
Yep.
And so, yeah, just Google 5 love language quiz and it'll come up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And again, share the results with everybody so they'll have a greater understanding of who you are as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. How about a meditation, like a couples meditation or meditation for yourself? Eye gazing for couples,
Mm-hmm.
and you can eye gaze for yourself too.
Yeah.
really,
Do
baby.
mirror work.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's challenging work
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
And very loving and very
Mhm.
beautiful. I mean, you could simply say, "I love you"
Yeah,
for 2 minutes
I love that.
while you're staring at your beautiful eyes. I love it. An at-home spa night. So you could shower together. You could bathe. You can, of course, do facial or mud masks, or I don't know. For some adventurous people, they may want to paint toes or shave each other, or I mean, who knows? All kinds of like yumminess can come out of that.
I mean, hell, you gave me a haircut the other night. That was pretty sexy.
I did.
Thank you. Awesome.
You're welcome.
Like we talked about a little bit earlier, you can cook a meal and pull out if you have fancy china and glassware and that kind of stuff, pull that stuff out.
Yeah, get fancy.
Yeah, get the dust balls off that stuff.
Get fancy. Get dressed up. Put on makeup. Put on your suit. Put on high heels. Put on a dress. Do it up. Like just get dressed up like you're going out to a 5-star restaurant.
Next would be create a vision board.
Yes.
If you haven't done your January vision board, it's not too late because it's never too late to
Right.
put a vision board
Yeah.
down.
Always appropriate.
Yeah, and that really falls under that category of being intentional.
Mm-hmm.
With your life and your time and what you're looking to create. So put those creative juices to work, and you put it down, it's gonna happen. For sure. We've seen it happen.
Yep. Go virtual, baby.
Oh, you mean like
That's our next one.
with some classes or something?
Yes. Yoga class, cooking class, music class, dance lessons.
There's so much that
yeah.
has come up lately
Yeah.
on that stuff, and two of the greatest examples I can think of in the moment are, I mean, obviously the boys are homeschooling on Zoom, which I think is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can also do right now Fender,
Mm-hmm.
like Fender guitars and bass guitar.
Yeah.
They are offering everybody, the entire planet, their first 3 months of online lessons for free.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And I actually had on my goal list for this time off here, or not time off, but with the extra time to possibly noodle around with an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. And we have a guitar hanging out in our house. So I think I might check that one out.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Very cool. What was the other example? You said there was 2.
What was the other one? Oh,
Was it the course?
Yale University, baby. they are offering, they have a course that you can actually get college credit for.
Nice.
Right? And it's their happiness course.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's a 20-hour course. It's 3 hours a week, delivered to you 3 hours a week with homework and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
It's a free online course from Yale. You can say you went to Yale, for God's sakes. I think that's just
fun.
Yes.
And that falls, I would agree with that. That falls under dating category because it's happiness related.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And taking an online course together of
I
any
like
kind.
it. Seriously? Oh, yeah.
Whatever
that's true.
it is a great date idea.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Take a trip down memory lane. Yeah, review, go get through those pictures, those old videos, the wedding videos, the birth video. Pull that stuff out.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
It creates so much conversation, fresh conversation, and happiness, reliving some of that stuff. So
I love it. How about get out on the roof and watch a sunset or watch a sunrise?
So we've done not on the roof, but one of
not on this roof.
Yes. And we have had sunset dates
and sunrise
and sunrise.
Yeah,
true.
absolutely.
That's true. I like the sunsets with some fried chicken and
80-20 baby, 80-20.
Yeah. And hanging out on a hill and watching the sun go down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the city. Yeah, totally. Celebrate the year you met. The year you got married, or maybe the year or the time that you started dating.
Like whatever was going on in that year. In other words, yeah, that's cool.
Cool. You can do you may not be able to go far, but you can always do a back patio date.
Yep.
So this is one that I think is fantastic too.
Of course you do.
It relives my teenage years.
This needs to go back up on the top.
This is hysterical. How about a driveway car date? When's the last time you did it in the back of a car? Okay. True. But
Right.
for a lot out there.
I get it.
But,
I get it.
put the kids on a movie or get the kids doing their thing.
Yeah.
And go get in the car and, and create a little bit of distance between you and them.
That's
so
true.
that you can have that, that time. If it's taking your laptop out to watch a movie or something, or talk or hang out or make out in the back seat.
Yeah.
It's all fantastic.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool.
So instead of watching a movie or TV, I mean, obviously we're all doing that. Like we're totally up on movies and TVs and or TV shows, and we get it. It's cool and everything. But what if you guys watched a concert together?
Yeah.
So like think of all the music that you used to listen to growing up, or the concerts that you went to, and then you can search on YouTube, and again, you can either stream something. I mean, there's lots of artists that are streaming right now, but to listen to a concert or watch a concert together, I think is really a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Like Elton is putting something together
right now with a bunch of people. But I think about like watching an older concert too, from my teenage or my 20s or 30s or whatever, and just reliving again, just stirring up some of those memories and creating more conversation around it, and giving people, your loved ones a little more insight into who you are, because it may not be something you would necessarily share unless it came up.
Yep.
So,
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Awesome. Anything else, babe?
No, I think that's it. I mean, you can, part of a lot of self and couple could be journaling, I guess.
Yeah.
Just came to mind.
Yep.
Give gratitude for who you are or who you have been. How about that? Give gratitude for who you were. Give gratitude for who you are now. And then maybe give gratitude for what you're playing for, who you want to be in the next year or 2 or 5 or 10.
Yeah.
And have that conversation.
Yeah.
If you haven't talked about
the journal
the
entries.
next 5 or 10 years, then and share the journal entries.
Absolutely. You could also, along those lines, just decide, like if you were to pose yourself a question, okay, cool. So here's the situation that's going on now. How do I, if I'm through this on the other side, looking back on how I showed up in that experience, what and how do I want to show up? Like, am I strong and powerful, or am I nervous or scared, or like whatever, and just allow yourself the space to create that opportunity to live into that. From a real estate perspective, it's, gosh, what are the opportunities that I see in this moment that are being created right now because of the situation that we're in, and then just move into that space. I love that. Yeah.
Cool. So let's quickly, I know we've been talking a lot of different ideas here, But let's definitely go over a couple of family date ideas as well. I think it applies, and I know we've been searching for ways to keep it interesting around here. So,
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure like a lot of people have like the TV thing down,
Yep.
right? Or
Yep.
watching movies or TV shows or whatever. But
Yep.
and board games, of course, are I'm sure a staple at this point. But what do you think beyond that, Nance?
Well, we talked about learning an instrument
Yeah.
before, but what if like the whole family learned an instrument or learned, like almost created a band per se?
That's cool.
I mean, that's pretty neat.
And if it's not Fender doing the online lessons, I know for a fact that there are lessons all over YouTube from beginner to advanced.
Yep.
And if it's, even if you're just playing row your boat, on
Or Jingle Bells.
or Jingle Bells,
Right.
it's fantastic,
Yeah.
So,
Yep,
and when's the
absolutely.
last time you learned a new skill? So we have a friend who recently learned how to drive stick shift. And, he's in his 30s, and he hadn't learned a new skill in a long time. And he just thinks it's just the greatest thing that, he's ever done. And I agree with him.
Yeah, he's
I mean, that new skill thing.
awesome.
great.
Absolutely. And then you got to make the music video to go along with the rock band.
Yes.
That's fun.
That is fun, actually. Awesome.
Yep. Cool.
You can definitely read a book together out loud.
Mm-hmm.
That was one
As
of
a
our-
family,
As
yeah.
a family, right. We used to do that a lot with like Harry Potter and
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
We did that,
too.
yeah.
That was a tougher read. But that Harry Potter thing out loud and all of us taking turns in reading, it was fantastic.
It was.
And then we'd finish a book and then we'd watch the movie and
Right.
see how it compared. And
Right.
be like, oh, the book is so much better.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it was awesome.
and at the same time, you all can silent read together too. There's a lot of interaction going on. Then take some time to be together, but be quiet.
Be silent. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing too. You're all in the same room and you're just silent reading together. Or you could be silent reading apart, but I like together.
And then something we're getting ready to do either tonight or tomorrow night is have a fire out back and have some s'mores.
And then tell stories. I have a packet of that magic color that we throw into the fire,
to
so
make
it creates the
flames all-
color.
Yeah. That's cool.
Which I got on Amazon, FYI. It's very cheap. And so, you throw a pack of that and then it's really beautiful. And then you could take all fun videos and pictures and whatever. But s'mores are delicious. And along those lines, you could
pitch a tent,
pitch
right?
a tent.
Yeah.
And camp outside.
You could camp out in your backyard.
You could camp inside your house
if you're
too.
If you're up in Jersey, you might be camping inside.
Yes.
So when we're recording this right now, yeah, absolutely. Or just have a slumber party. Everybody sleep in the same room. Stay up late and eat snacks and watch shows and binge something and do it as a family. And pull out sleeping bags and all sleep in the same room.
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool. And then of course have the obligatory pillow fight.
Yes.
Just knock the crap out of each other for a little while.
Gosh, that's true. That's very important.
Yes. Cool. So one thing we did the other night with our family is we had a Zoom call. There was 12 or so of us on the same call.
Yeah, it was like Brady Bunch plus.
All being funny, talking over each other, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm gonna mention too that there are services out there, including Netflix, and I think Zoom can do it too, where you can virtually watch a movie with a family member or a friend as well, and you're watching the same thing at the same time. And it's almost like we used to be back in the day when people was on telephones.
Would you wait on the phone or listen on the phone while you're watching the same thing?
But now you can do it with Netflix. Netflix is actually one of them where you can watch a movie together and then have a chat box and talk with each other as well.
Yeah, that's totally cool. And Rex loves doing that with his friends.
That's true.
He's digging that whole thing.
What else? Anything else coming up?
We had down create an in-home obstacle course. So you could either do it in-home and just, like the house becomes some type of obstacle course. And you could really relate this to any age. I know we were building, the kids still build forts, honestly. Or you could do outside if you have the luxury of doing something outside in your backyard or your front yard.
Yeah, it could be indoor and outdoor. Who knows? Just use your imagination, but make sure that you have that competition and you time it.
Yeah, it's got to be timed.
Yeah, it's got to be timed or it's not that much fun.
Yep.
Cool.
How about if everybody cooks their own meal?
Oh,
but
what do
you eat it at the same time. Well, each person, whatever. So instead
if somebody wants pancakes, they're going to make pancakes, and somebody else wants meatloaf, they make meatloaf, kind of thing.
Right.
Okay.
If somebody wants pasta, somebody wants salad, whoever. Yeah. So each person is responsible for making their own meal, and y'all are cooking together in the kitchen, which could be fun or a little goofy, but fun because you're together.
Mm-hmm.
And then you eat at the same time, and then everybody helps clean up.
Yeah, that's cool. That could, yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
It'd be awesome. Yes.
And then, again, with that whole dating thing with watching movies or concerts or whatever, watch something with the rest with your kids so you can share those memories too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the car you drove and, the friends that you went with to that particular concert. And,
what you wore.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they laugh at me and my hair.
Funny.
It is funny. Or, I mean, really, last but not least.
You could really be like us.
Yeah,
right?
and buy a ping pong table.
We found a ping pong table for under $100, and it has been like the most fun.
Yep. So we've been watching all the videos, and we've been doing everything. And next, the tournament brackets are going to go up.
It's going to happen.
Guess who's going to win?
It's going to happen. Probably Lucas.
Probably. He's going to smoke all of us. Oh my gosh. All right. So that, big props, big thanks out to our peeps that we surveyed over the last couple of days. And of course, we added our little zhuzh into this too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty mega. It's a mega list.
There's
I love it.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And so maybe we could actually publish the whole list. Well, maybe we'll put a few things in the show
Make
notes.
it a PDF or something.
Do like a PDF or something. So
like a checklist.
Yeah. In
I love
case
that.
you are not writing all this stuff down, you can have a copy of it. So, and as always, if you want something from us as well, whether it's this complete list or just have questions or you're in a time where you just want to hang out and talk a little bit to somebody that has broad shoulders and big ears, feel free to reach out to us because we're all in this together and we love to help and we love to just listen.
Yep.
And, we're here for you.
Yes. The immunity is in the community.
For sure.
Yeah. You
got to lean on those loved ones and the family and your friends and the community that you associate with. And, and again, you can lean on us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So sexmoneyrealestate@gmail.com, @sexmoneyrealestate on Instagram.
And we're on Facebook too.
Yeah, those are the best places.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Till next time.
We appreciate you.
Love you.
We love you.
Peace.
Bye.
Quick note about the Having It All podcast. I am not a doctor nor a licensed therapist. I'm a guy with a story and a passion for conscious conversation. My thoughts, opinions, and beliefs are my own. So please consult with your doctor or healthcare provider regarding any questions or issues you have related to your personal physical or mental health.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.